All right, what's up, everybody? We are LIVE live.
Yo,
What's up,
yo,
guys?
What's up? What's
what's
up?
happening?
Man, I'm having some computer technical difficulties, so I usually have my YouTube up as well, but man, yeah, it ain't working too well for me tonight. So we'll do what we can, but we'll get some people in here in a second. I don't know what the comments are saying or anything like that because everything is tripping. Let me get my banner up here. Pow, 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 pow. Boom, pow, pound. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
So what's up, fellas, man? So what's going on before we talk about this document, man? Y'all, hey, Tim, are you out and about in Florida since we opened up?
Man, I'm out and about in the house.
I hear you,
feel
man.
me?
I hear you. I hear you, man.
Nah, man, I ain't moving, brother. I ain't falling for the trap. So I'm
You
here
ain't getting
in the house.
bamboozled, huh?
You see, I'm still rocking this hair, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't doing
Man, that look just as bad as your haircut, man. You just good, man. Hey, Chuck, what about you? How things in Texas, man?
About the same. Like you got these dummies out here trying to go out and about, but I'm staying home.
There
I
you
hear
go,
Oh,
you.
and
Chuck.
one more thing. Hey Tim, gotta do like me, man. I cut my hair the other week.
Ooh, that boy gave himself that. Ronald Isley, boy. Hey,
Not
what's
the
up,
Ronald
Smoov?
Isley.
What's up, Smoov 23, man? What's
What's
going
up,
on,
bro?
my
What's
guy?
up? What's
We're
up?
gonna be getting off into this last dance documentary, the final episode and stuff here in a second. Just to let you guys know, if I get kicked off, it's because they don't like me. I'm gonna try not to get kicked off because I don't know, but my computer tripping. But what's up, Smoov? I appreciate you stopping through. But yeah, man, I'm pretty much just working, going to work, coming home. Ain't doing much else. No extracurricular activities. Just trying to quarantine as best as I can, man. I mean, I don't want that Rona. I don't want it. No, I don't want
Me
no
neither.
parts of that Rona.
Not at
Not any
all.
part of it.
Nope.
So, man.
Oh.
So let's get right up into it, man. Let's do what we always do. I'm gonna start with Chuck and hope we don't get that. So yeah. So hey, we're gonna start with Chuck.
See, you saying that, but that's probably gonna happen to you tonight.
It might. I don't know, but hey, I don't know. It might.
You're gonna jinx yourself.
So Chuck, man, what you think about the last episode? How they wrapped everything up, man?
I felt like they did a pretty good job.
Go ahead, man.
I felt like they did a pretty good job. They stuck to it with them sticking with the 97-98 season being the theme. I know a lot. I think we'll get into it later, but I know a lot of people are wondering whether they're going to bring in his wife and kids more, and it made sense for them to do it the way they did, like centralize it around the season, around the team, and unless it was something that affected his play, I don't think it really mattered.
Okay, no, I kind of agree with you, man. What about you, Tim? How you think they wrapped it up, man?
No, I liked it. I mean, I loved it, honestly. I think they did a great job continuing with the theme, all of that. I did like that we got a little deeper look into Steve Kerr. Just for a lot of people who didn't know the big time shots that he made down the stretch for that team. It was good to see his kids. I know some people were like, we hope they don't go too personal on us, but I liked the fact that we got a chance to kind of see his kids. I am one who honestly wish they would have included the ex-wife, honestly, and not to go too personal with it, but really just because she was a very big part of his life, obviously, during that time, and of his brand as well, that I don't think people knew a lot about. So that would have been nice too. But I like how they wrapped it up. I do.
Yeah. No, I echo what you guys are saying. I feel like they wrapped it up very well. I like Reggie Miller. I like the fact that they talked about Miller. I knew that the Utah Jazz gave the Bulls problems, so I like the fact that they threw that in there. Talked a little bit about Dennis Rodman, but didn't get too too much up into his shenanigans, you know what I'm saying? But they showed just enough. They like you said, they talked about Steve Kerr. I wasn't aware that his dad was basically executed. I didn't realize that. Hold on, my computer tripping. I lost y'all. Hold up. Okay, y'all back there. Man, this computer. But yeah, man, it was all in all, I think they wrapped it up pretty good. I like the way they let MJ see what the owner was saying about the team being blown up and got his initial reaction. I was waiting for that reaction, like when Gary Payton, Gary Payton said what he said, and Jordan was like, I was waiting for that, but that didn't happen. But no, it was good to see it. So Smoov 23, wish NY was open. I should move to Florida, man. Man, don't come down here, bro. No. Listen, stay where you at. Stay quarantined. Don't be trying to get out, man. Ain't nothing out there in these streets, man. Stay in the house. We got our faithful right here, BizLawyer ATL, man. If I need an attorney, I'm gonna holler at her.
Oh yeah, she's a sports and entertainment attorney. Nicole went to Florida State with me.
Okay. All right. So all I see right now is the comments because my computer is literally. Hold up. Anyway, man, I can't see nothing but the comment. It's like this big. Let me see.
We see you just fine. So
I know. While this is fixing itself, we can go ahead and hold on, let me see if I can get it. No, man, it's zoomed out. How do I?
Uh-oh. You there, Chuck?
Uh-oh. Yeah, I'm there. I just don't think Jeremy.
Yeah, it looks like we lost him.
I knew it.
Just
right? Looks like I told you he's going to jinx himself, man.
So what else, Chuck? What else did you think about the finale, man?
Man, I am not. This is beyond me.
Kind of just talked about with the Indiana Pacers series. But no, the Indiana Pacers series is what made me really enjoy it the most because it really just showed you how much of an effort it took them to finally get to their sixth finals appearance. And Reggie, I have to reflect on it because I didn't remember. It took me a while to remember that the Pacers teams were that tough as far as physically tough. I always just think about Reggie Miller being
man. My bad.
Riley.
Don't do me like that, man. Hey, I'm gonna have them backup dancers behind me, boy. You know what I'm saying?
Don't know whether they call him Teddy Riley or if he Nelly.
Nelly, man.
Like Nelly. Is it raining over there?
Man, it's raining over here, y'all. My internet tripping. Look at this guy. I thought I blocked this guy last week. I could swear I blocked him. There you go, man. Defend me, man. Computer having technical difficulties, man. The earthly connection. I got him. Hey, man. Hey, for all y'all talking, I got a donation button that y'all can donate so I can get me a new computer then. Hey, keep that same energy and give me some money. You feel me? But no, but anyway, yeah, y'all work with me. I'm gonna do the best I can. But all right, man, let's start on some topics. Let's get right up into it. Comics seem to be they flowing in. So let's go ahead and let's get off into let's talk first about the alleged flu-like symptoms that Jordan had. I wasn't. Did anybody here and anybody in the comment section did y'all know that it was like food poisoning? It was due to a pizza. Did you guys know that? Because I didn't know that. I don't think anybody knew that. I don't think Nike knew that.
Not at the time.
The way Nike been throwing out these flu game shoes and stuff like that, I don't think they even knew it, to be honest with you. But that's crazy. So it seems like the documentary was kind of trying to make it seem like that these people like poisoned MJ on purpose.
I mean, so I don't know that they did that. Maybe they did. I don't really want to speculate, but
I do.
but but I will say this, man. You know, I've had food poisoning and I've had the flu a couple of times, and food poisoning, I actually had to get admitted to the hospital. So I can understand his level of fatigue, you know, and all that kind of thing. And obviously the flu ain't no joke either. But I think, you know, the media got a hold of whatever the PR people told them. They said it was the flu-like symptoms. All they heard was flu, ran with it. And next thing you know, we got flu game shoes and so on and so forth. But in my estimation, I can honestly say that the food poisoning, how you feel, could be a little bit worse than the flu. Just being honest. I mean, as far as just your body. I mean, they had to put IVs in your boy and all that kind of crazy stuff. So it was a whole thing. But I can understand his level of fatigue compared to the actual flu. But whether it was a pizza, you know, they said it was a pizza, whatever the case may be. I mean, he went out there like a champ, though.
Yeah. So we knew it wasn't the flu. Flu is highly contagious. I guess she MD too. She not only is she lawyer, she MD. Hold on, let me see. Where the comments go. All right, this guy, man, I'm gonna change his name to Banned because he should have been banned. Yes, it was a big story back then. But I know a Henny Molly hangover when I see it. So you saying Jordan?
We ain't gonna put that on J name. We ain't gonna put that on MJ name.
MJ was on one, and 5 people delivering one pizza. Like, well, yeah, man. Yeah. I mean, they could have been hyped that it was Jordan and just wanted to see. They could have just been hyped that it was Jordan and wanted to see him, man. They could have just wanted to see MJ.
They should have known he wasn't gonna answer the door.
Hey, man, you never know,
man.
What up, Greg? Get up, Greg. Get him, Greg. Oh, that's Greg. That's not Craig. My bad, dog. What's up, boy? What you say, Chuck?
No, I was gonna say it was food.
You gotta stop with the long pauses, bro.
Like that person just said, like, hey, I don't want to hear it from you, man. You just lost your connection not too long ago.
Come on, bro. I'm with you.
But no, seriously though, like, yes, like I think it was food poisoning. I mean, I don't think it was a coincidence that 5 guys went there just to deliver a pizza. I mean, come on, like these guys probably went to that pizza, did like that chef meme a year or two ago, the sprinkles and whatnot on the pizza, and probably poisoned his food. Oh, and I heard from the director today. He heard it was either from Jordan or somebody else when they said that when he first got the pizza, people were wondering why didn't other people eat the pizza too. They said that he literally spit on the pizza and said,
"Bully,
this is my pizza. Get your own."
I told you.
No. Chuck is right. I heard the interview too. It had nothing to do with being a bully. All the other people in the hotel had already eaten without him. So the man was like, boom, this is going to be my pizza, and I'm spitting on it to let you know it's mine. Hey, Greg, GB.
So that's what we do. Whenever we want to mark our own territory, we just go spit on it. So
people been doing that since they were kids. People been doing that since they were kids.
Oh, I got you, man. I got you.
Hey, GB need to calm down with this. It was a hoax stuff because it was not a hoax. MJ does not always got something going on. What you talking about? Throughout his career, he had what? The flu game and the time he broke his foot.
GB said that he Paul Pierce, wheelchair having crutches and everything. You know what I'm saying? Let's see here. They knew what they was doing. It didn't work though. So Smoov seemed to think that they was out to get MJ. What's up, boy? Man, that boy look at that collection on that thumbnail though. Yeah. That man got some shoes, baby. He got a YouTube page. Y'all check him out. Let's see. Never had the flu, but I've had food poisoning once in my life. Timmy was from the McDonald's in the corner of Tennessee and Dury, man. Man, hold on, let me take that off, man. For they say, man, it was on the live, man. You can't go to that McDonald's off of that street. Let me take that off.
You gotta be careful of that McDonald's.
Man, my man, the vintage. What's up, the vintage? Man, I'm LeBron. Hey, man, this is a LeBron fan right here, boy. Hey, you want to talk? You want to talk LeBron? Talk to my man, the vintage. This guy right here, man. But we're gonna talk about the Last Dance, man. I'm gonna have to have him chop it up with us about LeBron. I know Tim.
Next week. We'll talk about LeBron next week.
Yeah, we can talk about that next week. I know you can get off.
Yeah, I'm
into
about to
that
say he's not gonna like this conversation.
Man, MJ made up stuff for motivation. Why not this? That's a good point, though. Hey, Greg, that's a good Tim. That's a good point, though.
Come on, bro.
He did make up a lot of stuff, though, bro.
Time out. Look at how the man was sweating crazy during the game. He wasn't sweating crazy like that any other game.
I had a professor that sweated like that all the time, and he just stood up in front of the class.
Again, we're watching a documentary of all this man's playoff and championship games. At any other time did we see him sweat like that? No, the man was sick.
Hey, it doesn't matter, but he still had 40. Hey, and started the game terrible and still ended with 40. Hold up, wait for it.
Stop.
That's my dog right there. I couldn't enjoy the goal as of now, slightly. Hey, I mean that's a great topic.
Did he really say slightly?
Hey, it's a great topic to talk about, though. Like, for real, like. That we could talk about that for weeks, to be honest with you.
We will. We'll get into it. We'll get into that. Chime back in next week, the vintage.
Yeah, we definitely gonna get into that.
Hey, all I gotta say about that comment is 6-0 versus 3-6. Hey,
Chuck, you got a stuttering internet connection. That Mo said.
Hey man, I'm doing a live with Teddy Riley and Nelly right now, man. I'm sitting over here like Luda.
We on this IG stream right now for real, man. That man said I was waiting for that. I'm like, man, he's got to come. It's got to come there. He's gonna come. I don't trust anybody who bops. What she said? I'm talking about bops who bops and gets hyped to Kenny Lattimore before the games, though.
Kenny Lattimore was jamming though. That days like this. That's old school, man. Y'all know about that.
6 fake game 12s. 6 fake game, not flu game. 6 fake game. That's kind of funny. I can't even front.
That's not funny at all.
Hey, but the shoe is dope though, if I may say so myself. But anywho, let me see here. I keep having to exit full screen because my screen keep popping up big. It ain't stuttering though. It's close to vintage. 2 different players in different eras. Man, don't give me that era stuff, bro. They both were killing in their eras, but I mean, like I said, that's for another day for sure. But all right, moving on, man. Let's go up to the next topic. So when we talk about this team being blown up, like, who fault is it? Like, is it Cross's fault? Is it kind of like Pippen and people want more money? Like, it's so many different dynamics, and I feel like depending on who you are, you're gonna say it's somebody's fault. So let's kind of go around the panel right here, and like, who do you guys think is the biggest reason this team was blown up? Tim, we could start with you this time, Tim.
Okay, so what's up,
Hold on. What's up, Shine? Let me see let me get these comments. Kenny was jamming, Tim.
He sure was.
Hey, I appreciate it, Greg. I'm pretty sure that was for the shoes because I know it ain't for Tim. Yes, sir. Appreciate it. Thank you kindly. Get the D. I blame Jerry. Okay, all right. So we got so everybody in the comment section, let me know who you guys blame for the team blowing up, and also press the like button on this video. It goes a long way, and it's free. It's free 99 to press that like button. So go ahead and do that. All right, go ahead, Tim.
Yeah. So initially, it's obviously you have to start out with Krause, right? Because he was the one who planted the bug about doesn't matter if you go undefeated on this season, the ride is over, et cetera, right? So the initial blame is on him. I think what we got a chance to see last night, which was really important, was the fact that Reinsdorf came in and said, I'm overriding that. Phil, why don't you stay an extra year, bring the band back together, et cetera. Phil said no. Now, to Greg's point, I think Phil does have to take some some accountability for being the culprit. But, and here's an unpopular opinion, I think that Phil was such a great coach, and he knew the players so well as far as personally and professionally, that he called it knowing that in his mind, they wouldn't be able to do it again, right? I think he was as much of a competitor almost as MJ was, right? He wanted to win. So why not go out on top instead of going out, in a losing effort? So with Phil, I think Phil kind of had the foresight to say, nah, obviously we got some aging bodies. Even in the 98 season, they said the Bulls were the oldest team in the league at that time. So again, you add another year of father time onto that for the next year. Now, we didn't know it. They didn't know at that time that the next year was going to be the collective bargaining. They were going to have that shortened season. That was the 50 some odd game season. And so in hindsight, you say, oh, of course, yeah, if they would have stayed together and only had to play 50 games, they would have won. But to answer your question, I think initially, obviously, it was Krause. But I think in the end, what the documentary showed is that it really was Phil by not taking that offer.
All right, so let's get to the comments. So Greg, you and Greg finally agree on something.
Finally.
He said Phil Jackson, Chuck Freeze. Shonda said, Jerry, okay, I like what Smoov 23 is saying. After last night's episode, I feel we can't blame it on one person. I feel Phil also had a role. Owner wanted him back. Phil didn't want to come back. I think pride had a big reason for that. Just like everything else, it all comes down to the money. Mm-hmm. Phil was dating Lakers owner's daughter. He knew his next move. Oh, I didn't think, man, this boy Greg be on that. He be on that high level political stuff. I like you, Greg. Like you. Smoov 20. They would have all signed 1 year contract for the 4-peat. Yeah, for that 4-peat. Yeah. So Chuck, what you think, man? Who to blame? I'm blaming MJ because he picked on Burrell.
Stop.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
No. Okay. I blame both Jerrys, Jerry Reinsdorf and Jerry Krause. Of course, Krause is the one on the forefront saying that it's time to break up the team. Phil's not coming back. But then you got a chance to see from Reinsdorf's perspective that he didn't want to keep some of the aging players like Pippen, Kerr, Rodman. His whole plan was, okay, I want us to rebuild. Like Jordan, you could come back. Phil, I'm willing to let you come back, but we got to take a step back so we could save money. It sounded like to me it was all about money. Like they didn't want to pay them money. They wanted to just start over, thinking that they could make a team great again. But in the end, here it is, 2020. They're still rebuilding. So it didn't work out for them at the end.
Still rebuilding.
Man, the best year they had was when Derrick Rose was MVP, and that was, man, that sucked to see him go down like that. I wish I could have seen him really stay healthy. So yeah, no, I agree with you guys. I feel like it's a mixture of both, like Smoov 23 was saying. I think it's a mixture of a lot of different things, but I definitely think that as much as I want to blame Phil, I'm not mad at him for not staying, because look at what he was told at the beginning of the season. I know they had something good, and then it just seems like coming back and playing for actual Cross with kind of, at the end of the day, he's up there, he's the owner. So I think Phil was kind of like, you know what, I'm not giving this dude anything else. Like, okay, I don't owe him nothing. I know my potential. I know what I can do. I can probably do this somewhere else. And he went and he did it somewhere else. So I don't blame. I understand Phil, but I do think that if I'm thinking about the team and what they could put together and what they could have done, if I'm Phil, I come back. If I'm Jordan, I come back, but only on the stipulations. I go to the front office and I say, I come back if you give this person a 1 year contract, this a contract, this a contract, not this whole rebuilding crap. The whole rebuilding crap, I want to come back at all if they were to talk about rebuilding. Because you're thinking, what, 3 to 4 years? And even with that, with the teams that was out there, like, bro, they would have got embarrassed, man. Like, it would have never been the same. You know what I'm saying? So, but I do think Phil had a huge part in that, man. We got some comments, man. Hold up. Let me see, man. Hold on, y'all. I got to work on this dial up. Hold up. All right. So she said, BizLawyer said exactly, Chuck. Major Kicks. Hey, man, this is my dog right here, man. Y'all go subscribe to this guy. His YouTube videos are just like off the hook, man. So make sure everybody in the comment section, y'all go subscribe to Major Kicks. What's up, Bo? Hey, Chuck Wife. Look at my boy Chuck Wife.
Hey, Chuck Wife. What's up?
Hey, Chuck Wife. Hey, we completely skipped the name Anjali and we just start calling her Chuck Wife. MJ was the best to ever do it.
That's why you freezing, Chuck. That's why you freezing.
That's why he freezing. Love you, baby. It was definitely a money move. Hey, they definitely trying to get that bag. Rashawn Sims, nope, rebuilding. Smoov 23. Here's a hypothetical question. All right. Bulls or Spurs in 99, who wins? Ooh, wee. Ooh. Chuck, your face says it all.
I'm gonna say the Bulls, mainly to take off your brother.
Yeah, hey, you better be glad my brother on here. He'd be like, Spurs, this is the reason why Avery Johnson was the best player in the league. I'm like, man, all right, I get it, man. Man, hey, Smoov, hey, man, dude, that's a good question, man, because that both teams were well coached. Both teams were grounded in each position. They all played their role in the position. The deciding factor would still be MJ, so I'm gonna give a slight edge to the Bulls. I'm sorry, man. Like as good as that Spurs team is, as historic they were, I still got to get a slight edge to the Bulls. But hey, Smoov 23, let me know down in the comment section what you think, man. Everybody else, let me know what y'all think. 99, who win, Bulls or Spurs? Still rebuilding, of course. Agree with you, with both you guys. Phil called their bluff. Yeah, he did. They blame Cross, but he was using the MJ mentality, motivated by any means. He was bullying. Hey, Greg, me and you might agree. Greg, was MJ a bully? My dog Greg, let me know. Tell Tim that MJ was a bully, bro. That man was a bully. I picked the team. I don't know which team you picked, man. But yeah, no, that was a good question. But all right, so Steve Kerr, man. I seen Steve Kerr on the thumbnails for the documentary, and I was like, oh, maybe they, because it's Steve Kerr. You know what I'm saying? I feel like for me, my mental psyche, when I think of Steve Kerr, it's the Warriors and the Spurs. I know he played with the Bulls, but yeah, he hit some shots, but I didn't focus on him that much growing up watching the Bulls. You know what I'm saying? Like he just wasn't a big staple on the team. After this documentary, dude, he's like Robert Horry for the Bulls. You know what I'm saying? Like the best comparison is Robert Horry. This dude was solid.
Mr. Big Shot. Big Shot.
And then I'm so glad he might have paid ESPN to feature him like that, but I'm so glad they feature him because it's like I didn't realize the amount of big shot after big shot after big shot this dude hit, man. And like it was funny watching the part when he was sitting on the bench and Jordan's like, be ready. He's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be ready, MJ. I'm gonna be ready.
You know what MJ really wanted to say?
I got you, bud. I got you.
That's what he wanted to say.
You know, nowadays they be like this. Hey, MJ would have been like, be ready, Steve Kerr. Oh, I got you, man. I'm gonna be ready, bro. Hey, pass me over in the corner, baby.
Look down like, you don't shut up.
Man, I'm like, yeah, man. Steve. After seeing that documentary, man, I feel like it showed Steve, but it also shows how just him as a coach, how consistent he was as a player. He's been pretty consistent as a coach too. I feel like him being on this documentary. When we look at the Warriors, we just say, "Oh, that's a talented team. Anybody can coach that team." But it seems like he has a certain type of offense in that team, just like Popovich, because he was under Popovich, right, as a coaching staff, right, before he went to the Warriors. So I mean, it just seems like every great player, great coach. He just been in the right place, been blessed to be in the right place, and boom, man, his his legacy is gonna be legit. But that man, MJ, was he bullied because he knew nobody could touch the NBA.
If we blocking Dejuan, we gotta block Greg. If we blocking Dejuan, we gotta block Greg.
Hey man, hey, everybody in the comment section, let me know. Should I block Greg? Should Greg be blocked? Oh man, that's that. This guy. So does Greg not like MJ?
Greg is a hater. No. As he says, he thinks that people think that MJ is immortal, and he doesn't like that. So,
yeah, and I don't think that it's so much that we think that as much as we think that kind of like, you know, when you think of Babe Ruth, this guy elevated and changed the game of baseball. You're gonna always think about Babe Ruth, no matter what. I feel like that's just what it is about MJ. And because of people like LeBron and Kobe bringing up MJ, saying that they're gonna be better, it puts MJ in a compromising position. Because, correct me if I'm wrong, I've never heard MJ say he said he was the best player to ever play the game. He's never said that.
Never
ever said that. As cocky as he did
an interview. He did an interview and said he doesn't even like when people try to call him that.
Yeah. So I mean, it's kind of one of those things. Like, I mean, I don't know. It's just personal opinion, but at the end of the day, GOAT, Billy GOAT. Goat. Billy GOAT. Oh man, let me stop for my computer crash on me. My favorite thing about Steve, just like Pop, is the fact that he's not scared to speak out against what's not right. Yeah, facts. He is. Let me see. Arm Joe. I'm from Chicago. Shout out Chicago. I was there all championship 1991 through 1998. Man, let me know, nice. Bro. That means that you see. Did you actually, Arm Joe? Did you actually get to see MJ play? Did you get to see it? MJ is way better than LeBron. He made
way better than LeBron. Today.
So did you? Yeah. You know, I got to see Kobe actually play the game, like physically play the game, win a championship, and it's just amazing. I can't imagine seeing MJ play. So I mean, let me know in the comment section, man. Like, how was that experience? No problem. I'm a fan. Oh, she said, "Don't block Greg." All right, man. Greg, you get to stay on the screen, baby. MJ changed the game forever. LeBron, Kobe players from today owe a lot to MJ, and I think we seen that in episode, what was that, 4, when Kobe said, "I wouldn't be me if it wasn't for MJ." Which right. It was an arm and, like Chuck told us, it was an arm and a leg getting it out of him, because Kobe just wanted to be known as the best player. So, man, salute to you, Arm Joe, bro. Like, man, I couldn't, man, I ain't gonna put your age up there. My bad, bro. He said that was 26. He said he was 26.
Yeah. He see MJ live at 26.
Yeah. He said, he seen a live 26, man. He just don't age, baby. Fine wine, buddy. But yeah, man, that's what's up, man. I can only imagine. I see it on TV, and I'm in awe, man. So I wish I could actually had the opportunity to see him play. Did y'all not see the documentary? He said he's Black Jesus.
He was talking trash in a playoff game. Come on.
My God. He wasn't literally saying he was Jesus.
Thank you. My goodness.
He said
he's Black Jesus, Black Cat. I mean, it's figurative.
I don't know, bro. He won the presidential medal of freedom, and Kobe and LeBron never won. Yeah, true. I saw him play live twice in playoffs against Heat and against Dominique. Wow, that's what's up. And you still a hater,
right?
And you still a hater.
Still drinking that haterade,
man. That's crazy. That is crazy.
Like Mike. If Greg could be like Mike.
All right, man. Let's stop picking on Greg. I like Greg. I don't want him to leave the stream.
He ain't leaving. He ain't going nowhere.
Don't leave the stream, Greg. We love you, bro.
My boy. He ain't going nowhere.
All right, so let me see here. I got everything in the text between me and chat. Me and Tim was gonna talk about.
Yeah, let me pull it up.
So it says that, okay, so if we kind of touched on this in some of the segments before, but if they don't break up, let's say they came back let's say they continued this team. Everybody came back. How many more championships could this team have won? Chuck, how many more championships could this team won? How many do you give them?
I give them one more. I think if this pretty much the same core group came back, Jordan, Pippen, Phil Jackson, and maybe some of the role players like Kerr, Rodman would have been tough to replace. But I think they could have found somebody that could have played partially like him as far as being a rebounder, defender. But I think they could have pulled out another championship, in my opinion.
Chuck, Tim, what you think?
Yeah, I'm going with one, just for a slightly different reason. I mean, I think Rodman was really at the end of his talent at that point. I mean, as you could see, really the next year he went on to the Lakers, and he didn't even make it through the whole season. And
True.
I mean, he was distracted. He probably really didn't even have the passion for the game anymore.
Nah.
This man left and went to be a part of the NWO in the WCW during the final.
NWO was my jump, boy. Not the Wolfpack, not the Wolfpack, the red and black. I'm talking about the NWO, not the Wolfpack. Hey, when Steve used to come down from the Raptors, that man used to come down from the Raptors with that white paint on, like Chuck, not saying nothing. I'm like, man, it's about to go down, man. NWO in the building, baby.
But Rodman was over it. Rodman was over it. And the other part is the reason why I say 1 year is because after that 1 year, Pippen isn't going to stay. And even Jordan kind of alluded to it when he said Pip would have been the hardest one to get to agree to an additional year. But if everybody was coming back, I think he would have come back. 2 years, no, because at that point, Pippen's going to make a decision to go get his money because they're not adjusting his contract accordingly with this additional year. So that would have been really the end of that. I mean, after Pippen leaves, even if Jordan stays and they try to get comparable pieces, it still wouldn't be the same with that 1-2 punch. Yeah, they could try to get somebody to be similar to a Rodman and get rebounds, but again, similar isn't still that man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
True.
So I give them one. And especially with that shortened season, I think they definitely would have been able to do it, but that's it.
So I don't think they win another. The reason why, because I feel like after last night's documentary, it shows how hard it was for them to beat these teams that last year. Bro, they had problems. The Pacers was like right there. The Jazz was right there, and I feel like they were a little bit more eager. They wasn't coming off 2-3 championships to try to find that sense of urgency. They want you seen it in Reggie. Reggie was dang near salivating at the mouth. Like he was like, I want, like even right now he wanted to get back out there and get Jordan. Like he felt like that he still had the opportunity. I don't think they win another one, bro. I really think they don't. Maybe they make it to the finals. I mean, this is no knock at any of them, but I just feel like it was just so many targets on their back. It was just going to be that thing that they weren't going to be able to do it. Hold on, I got to get some of these comments, man.
Oh, let me say something. Let me say something to your point real quick, Jeremy.
Okay, go ahead.
To your point about the not winning it, Jalen Rose was on earlier today, and he said that he didn't think they would win the next year had they all stayed. But his reasoning was because of Mike's conditioning. He said Mike, at the end of through 98, was a completely different physique than he was obviously in the first three-peat. He said, the man he had a belly at that point. You know what I mean? Like it would have taken him really retraining his body from head to toe for them to come back and really win. But that was his thought.
All right, let me get some of these comments.
I think
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I think he's hating on his end because everybody knew Jordan wasn't quite the same during his heyday when he was younger. He had to reinvent himself by being more of a jump shooter, mid-range game. That's how he pretty much beat you. Like sometimes he would go to the paint and surprise teams and give surprise dunks or layups and what have you. But he was still in kind of in his prime years, like the last year or two after he retired for the second time.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. I don't think he just. It has nothing to do with the athletic ability or what they can do. I just feel like that it was just some better teams. It was some teams just as good, but that probably would have been just good enough to beat them the next year. Like, because some things go a little bit different. They don't win that last year, to be honest with you. But I mean, it is what it is. But let's see, Jordan.
Oh, I was just gonna say real quick, but you got to remember it was a lockout year, so it was down to 50 games. I feel like the reason why the Spurs won was because they had a core team that they had in place. A lot of the teams that didn't really have a core team struggled. So I feel like Chicago would have still had a chance that year if they would have had everybody come back for the most part.
Hey, we would never know, but some great points. Jordan was so powerful, Bird, Magic, and Isaiah had to admit. I don't know if Isaiah has admitted anything yet. Never hate. I give you guys facts. I love this guy, man. 10 chips easily. Whoa. The triangle offense, Phil Jackson, Texas. Oh, no about
10.
that.
Yikes.
Man, why did Lakers win? Triangle. Why did the Bulls win? Triangle offense, Phil Jackson. Okay, now.
But
maybe
you have to have the right players. There's other people that run the triangle, but they don't have the right 1-2 punch.
And let's talk about this for a second. Me being a Lakers fan, the Lakers didn't run any traditional triangle offense. A lot changed and altered from what the Bulls did and what the Lakers did. When the Lakers first got together, back when Eddie Jones was playing, the shooting guard instead of Kobe a lot more. We had Nick Van Exel, we had Shaq. They tried that triangle offense. Kobe was not the type of player like Jordan where he was willing to pass the basketball. It just didn't work. It didn't work out. So a lot of things start filtering through Shaq in the post. But if you look at the way it was broken down, it really wasn't like the triangle offense in Chicago. I feel like it was structured, but to say it was I just feel like Phil just made the right moves and adjustments. That wasn't the same offense that they ran in Chicago at all. Like just throwing it out there.
And also the triangle, like they were saying earlier on in the documentary, that the triangle offense was a core, but the main core of the offense was to pass the ball around to everybody, get everybody involved in the offense. Don't let it just be one or two people hogging the ball all the time.
Yeah, I remember that Rodman versus Malone stuff. Let me see here. What else we got here?
Dude, they should have had them on WWE.
I'm trying to get to the rest of these comments if it let me. Rodman learned the half triangle from Detroit and the full from Chicago. Yeah, that's right. I keep forgetting he was in Detroit. Man, I got a lot of comments, man. I'm slacking, fellas. If they pay Pippen, trade Rodman, they maybe win another. I mean, they could have acquired some of the other pieces. I mean, that's another topic. Like, who could they have acquired back then? It was some nice swing players and defensive players back then. Reggie kept getting mushed. Reggie was a 3-shooter. I saw Indy in my city play before. Yeah, man, some great players, man, back then. Jones was dangerous when he was younger. I was there. Other teams didn't have a full triangle. Nah. Man, I got a heck of comments. Oh, never mind. Never mind. That's my internet popping up.
Yeah, I was like, that's it.
Yeah. Rodman shut Shaq down 20 to 50 times. I mean, probably did the best that anybody could do his size. I would say that he did because he's physical, but I don't think nobody really shut Shaq down. Like,
he slowed them down when they played.
Yeah, I mean,
not completely shut them out.
I mean, young Shaq too, but I mean, I'm pretty sure once Shaq got up in his bag, he probably didn't. So, all right, man. So what else? Let's get on this question that was asked about what did we get from the entire documentary. It says, all right, so here we go. What's y'all biggest takeaway from the whole thing? All right, first off, everybody in here, everybody on the live, make sure y'all press that like button. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. We're gonna do this every Monday, Lord willing, unless Chuck and Tim's they go out of quarantine and they decide they want to start partying and going out and stuff like that. You know, hey Anjali, if you're still on here, man, don't let Chuck go nowhere on Monday nights. Unless it's with you, then I understand. You know what I'm saying? Then he ain't gonna be on here. But what did you guys? What's the biggest takeaway from the whole thing? Chuck, Ray, go ahead before your stuff freeze. Let's go. I'm talking as I keep going out of the trying to fix my freaking computer. Oh, everybody in the comment section also let me know what's your biggest takeaway. Also, you know what I'm saying. Let us know what's your biggest takeaway from the documentary.
Okay, real quick, my biggest takeaway was them showing Jordan do whatever it takes to win, and we got clear testimonials from his teammates as far as how he was in practice during games, and it just goes to show you, like, no matter what you do in your life, whether it's your career or whatever goals and passions you have, give it your all. Jordan gave it his all. I mean, I'm sure he suffered some negatives in his life, his marriage probably, and maybe some of the things in his relationship with his kids. But it just goes to show you that outside of that, it just goes to show you that if you put your mind towards anything, you can achieve anything.
Man, I feel like that was a motivational speak, Chuck. I want to go outside and try to just lift up a car or something. You like, man,
man.
That was touching, bro. I didn't get
lift
that.
Up that Kia, man.
Hey, lift up that Kia, man. Hey, it's the official car of the NBA. Hey, Chuck, Tim, what you get out of it, man? What you get out of the whole? What's your biggest takeaway from the whole documentary?
Definitely, man. I think my biggest takeaway is it was great for the younger generation that doesn't know or didn't know much about Mike to get this this time where we've been kind of quarantined to sit down and actually see real footage going, essentially back to when he was in college and all the way through, that last season, that 98 season, for them to gain an appreciation for who he was as a player. I think for our generation, my biggest takeaway, if I'm being honest, was twofold. One is his personality. I mean, as much as I'm a big of a fan of, I've always been of Mike, I never got a chance to really see this side of his personality, his humor. Mike is a funny dude. Like, he's a funny dude. And that was good to see. Obviously, letting us see a little bit more of his relationship with his family, how close he is with his mom, and that father-son relationship. I kind of touched on that last week as well. It was really special to me. And then kind of with what Chuck was saying, I mean, Mike's drive to motivate himself to win is unprecedented. And I think the theme of that stretches across any industry, right? Yeah, he's a sports icon, but in your everyday life, whether you're in whether you're a lawyer or if you're a doctor, if you're in finance, if you're a manager, whatever you do, you can find the motivation in the littlest thing. People will say, oh, I get motivated to do it because of my spouse. I get motivated to do it because of my kids. I get motivated to do it because of X, Y, and Z. Jordan said, man, I'll get motivated to do it if y'all didn't put the right amount of salt and pepper on my eggs. Oh, I'm hyped now, and I'm about to go take care of business today. So I like that because it kind of puts life in a little bit of perspective for you and say, man, you can find the motivation in almost anything and drive yourself to achieve all your goals. And like he said, I just want to win. And if you ain't with me, if you're not with that, he didn't know what to say to that. But I just want to win.
Gotta go.
So let's before I get off into it, let's get some of these comments. they lit over here. Hold on. Let me fix my spectrum low band. Hold on, right here. I miss some Smoov 23 said Duncan and Robinson would have been hard for the Bulls to stop. Only thing that shut Shaq down was his free throw. Tim bet not. None of y'all not get out of quarantine. Dang, she went from lawyer to mother to doctor, man. Yes, ma'am. Ain't going nowhere. Stay right here. Biggest takeaway is that MJ wanted to win at all costs. Winning takes sacrifice. MJ had a drive to win that I don't believe many players have today. Kobe. Don't think the documentary provided anything. We know MJ was great. Folks old and young been watching MJ on YouTube. Documentary was a sway the GOAT conversation, period. This guy.
Stop. Can I say something to that real quick?
Hold on. Remember it was to be released right after finals, but why not release why nothing is going on?
It means nothing. Greg, listen. I have one of those young kids in my household, 10-year-old who plays in all the YMCAs and all the little AAUs. Him and all his little teammates, they don't know about MJ. Yeah, they have access on YouTube, but they don't take the time to go watch it. They are hardened out. They are Steph Curried out. They are LeBron'd out. They don't go back and watch that stuff. I had to make him sit down and watch this documentary with me. And he was wowed. And he's got the access. He's got a tablet. He can pull it up anytime. But they won't go watch it. So, no, they haven't seen it.
Man. All right. So, hold on. All right. Hey, Greg, man. Keep them coming, boy. Hey, I need you to come play ball with us on Tuesday nights because you can get Tim hyped up, boy. Let's do it.
I told him. I invited him to come play. I did.
Hey, I'm like MJ though, so don't come out there unless you ready to.
He's not, Greg.
Yeah, I
handle him.
MJ during the Wizard years.
It don't matter, Chuck. That's okay. Listen, don't get me. Hey, don't get me off. Don't get me off kill. Hold on. Don't get me off kill. Okay, my biggest takeaway period was when MJ said, "I was never afraid of missing a single shot because I hadn't shot it yet." I remember that. Okay, let's see. This is the biggest MJ fan we got on the chat right now. My biggest takeaway was that Michael Jordan is the Michael Jackson of basketball. I've said that before. The documentary teaches new generation of players to not cry and play ball. It shows them how to. It doesn't teach them how to do it because they still gonna do it. Live in the moment. Don't worry about stuff. Live in the moment. Don't worry about stuff that hasn't happened yet. Ain't buying it, Jones. No disrespect to your son. Dejuan Ratcliffe, 17 straight.
Yes, sir. Talk about it, Juan.
Hey, YouTube. I'm gonna have to tell you guys about that. But hold on, let me tell y'all my hold on. Kicks for Fresh. Make sure y'all go subscribe to her YouTube also. Hey y'all, don't clown me, but I didn't watch any of the episodes. Just stopping by to say what's up. What? It's okay. She got it. Okay, she got it recorded, and she gonna watch them all at once like a long Titanic movie. That's what she's doing. She's gonna chill and watch it because I know she know her sneakers. She's on her Jordans and stuff like that. So I know she's gonna watch it.
Kicks for Fresh. Did you get the Flint 13s?
Yeah. If anybody hit on them Flint 13s, I mean I did, but just let me know in the comments.
I got them too.
Chuck, do you get them?
No.
Okay. Okay.
Who audio messing up?
That's probably mine, man. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Can you hear
static.
me?
A little static.
All right. Anyway.
No static, but I can hear you.
All right. So hold up. Let me.
Oh man.
Oh. All right. Okay, got you. So for me, my biggest takeaway. You guys are, all motivated and oh, Greg got him. All right, that's what's up. Come on, Keith Fresh. So the biggest takeaway for me was I seen how good of a team he actually had. Like I know Jordan is great. I didn't have to see the documentary to see it. I didn't have to see the documentary to know that he's arrogant, he's cocky. He's confident. He gets up for games. I didn't need to see the document to see that because, from his Hall of Fame speech to all the other things that he said in the past, I knew that Jordan was a very confident go-getter person. Now, seeing some of the behind the scenes and stuff like that, it was like, oh wow, man, he really got up and got that stuff. Like I get that, but I knew his work ethic and all that stuff. the biggest takeaway I see from it was, man, seeing Kerr, the story about Kukoc, Pippen's story, with his contract and stuff like that. It made me realize that all these dudes that he played with, we always say, it's always those arguments. You know, he had a better team. He didn't have a better team. LeBron had a better team on this day. But what do these guys grind? Because the superstars on the team outshine everybody so much that we don't pay attention to those other secondary players, like a Scottie Pippen, like a Kukoc, like a Steve Kerr, like a Ron Harper, or even Horace Grant before he went and left the team and went to the Magic and he was dominant. Like, we don't take this stuff into consideration. Does it? And I think a lot of times we do that as fans. We don't take it into consideration because we don't want to make it seem like Jordan is not as great as he is. That's not saying that. In my opinion, with the players that he had on the team with him, this documentary showed me that even with the great players on his team, he was elevated 4 or 5 times higher than them. Because listen to what these great players are saying. Scottie Pippen in the league right now would be better than Kawhi Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard is considered one of the top 3 players in the league. Somebody in the chat argue with me, please. I want you to. You know,
Greg gonna argue with you, but go ahead.
But what I'm saying is that even with that type of player on his team, look at what happened. LeBron had Dwayne Wade, and I feel like it was more of a Batman and Robin type thing. It was like, oh, and then you never know who was gonna be Batman or Robin. Like you didn't know. You know what I'm saying? With Jordan, it was no guessing that, man. So what I'm getting out of this documentary is that he has some hell of a role players on his team. Like he had a solid team. We seen what happened when he left. Pippen, like they still did, they did pretty decent, but I mean they're kind of shocked him with him leaving or whatever. But Jordan was able to sustain his superstardom even with the celebrities. And right now, you think about these teams, I don't know many players that's able to do that, man. Kobe had to get rid of Shaq just to be that guy. He couldn't elevate past Shaq. Like literally, my boy Kobe had to, let's get rid of this guy. Like get him gone. You know what I'm saying? Did everything that he could so he could show what he had. Jordan, Shaq could have been on a team with Jordan and it wouldn't have made a difference. Because that's how great Jordan was. You know what I'm saying? That's how great he was. So I also solidified the fact that he was a bully. Like I don't care what you say. That man was, I don't care. You could say, oh, he fought everything to get up and get out there. Man, that man lied on people just to get up. Oh, you don't want to talk to me? Oh, you didn't give me my fries the right way. I'm gonna score 50 tonight.
That's right. That's right.
So what? Listen.
What you mean? So what? That's how the man got motivated.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Exactly.
I don't need to get that takeaway from a documentary. So what? He got motivated from making up stuff, fabricating ideas and stuff to get himself going. Who cares? Like that really didn't make a difference to me. But hold on. I got hella comments again. Hold on. Uh-oh. Computer. That lag. Okay, here we go. I need someone's login. And then I'm pissed. So she didn't get the flip 13s, and she need login to get the thing. Hey, keep it fresh. Holla at me. I'll make sure you get that login so you can catch up on these on the documentaries. And keep it fresh. I couldn't make it. In the first championship, Jesse Campbell's sung national anthem. Man, this guy know. Hey, Arm Joe, are you googling this stuff, or do you really know this?
I think they were there. They must have been there.
The little downtown Chicago. Yeah, they did loot that place. Jordan came back to the NBA because of the baseball lockout. He giving us heck of facts. Jordan learned bullying from Detroit beating him up.
He wasn't a bully. He was.
Yes, he was. Hey, if Arm Joe says he's a bully,
he was not a bully.
Then gosh darn it, he was a bully.
Strict leadership. It was strict leadership. It wasn't a bully.
Man, Jordan was a motivator, man.
Chuck, I'm gonna motivate you tomorrow. I'm gonna text you and say something. I'm okay. All right. I'm about to Scott Burrell you, Chuck. I'm about to motivate you. I'm gonna say some grimy stuff to you. And I'm gonna say, you know what, Chuck? I would just motivate you to get better, just like the flu game. This guy. Facts. He was a bully.
Don't send no pizzas at your door now.
Doesn't mean he didn't motivate cooks. Most bullies do motivate behavior in their victims. No, I mean,
okay.
You know what? I agree, but you are an attorney, so that means you're going to defend the people that pay you. So I expect you to say that being an attorney. So I got you. That is a very attorney-like statement. I appreciate that. He said I was there. Oh, facts. I know you was there, man. I was just messing with you. John was a beat up artist, but he loved you too. Yeah, he did beat people up, man. He did. What did y'all think about the 18-month suspension theory?
They negated that. They knocked that down in the documentary. They said it wasn't true.
Yeah,
that was another good thing that they kind of cleared up a lot in the documentary. Things that we heard in the past, stuff being banned, them with the gambling stuff, and just so many different things. And you know what? Another good thing, rest his soul, seeing David Stern in there was really, really good. I'm glad they was able to get, they had Kobe, Stern. They was able to get people that passed to actually talk about MJ. So that was definitely dope. I think I got all the comments, man. Yeah, man. So I mean, now that the documentary's over with, I mean, you guys in the comment section, y'all stay tuned. I'm gonna be doing a review on the Flint 13s because I did get them. So that's coming soon. So make sure y'all subscribe and all that good stuff. Turn on that notification bell. But Monday, now moving on. While we got
let me pick it up. He done fell off, y'all. So next Monday, we won't have any more Last Dance to review, but we are gonna start talking sports talk. Okay, so we're gonna talk NFL, we're gonna talk NBA. I know everything isn't back up and open yet, but we're gonna get all off into it.
Rona.
Oh, he's back. Okay, welcome him back. I was letting him know that
my computer got that Rona, man.
Oh man.
Hey man.
You gotta put a mask on it, man. Come
on. Yeah, but let us know what we should talk about, man. Some things we can whatever y'all want to talk about.
Jeremy's computer got that flu pizza going.
Yeah, man. Man, I'll have this fixed by next week. Man.
I was telling the people we're gonna have sports talk going forward. We'll cover NBA, we'll cover NFL, and y'all join us and let's chat it up.
Yeah, man. We're gonna talk about how the season should have ended and how it was supposed to end with the Lakers winning this championship. LeBron getting another ring. But it's amazing how Tim's okay with LeBron getting that ring with the Heatles, which don't. Oh yeah, by the way, I meant to tell you this the other day when you said that. I told Jen, don't ever say Heatles on my live stream again. I'm gonna cut you off. Don't ever say that.
Heatles.
Okay, you about to be. How you hey, you better be glad my computer all jacked up. I can't. Let's see. Hold on. She said, football. Nah, y'all talking about taking my sport. Okay. I mean, hey, Tom Brady.
She's a Falcon fan, bro. It doesn't even matter. Like they are terrible.
I got that flu game. This guy is on full throttle. Man, full throttle. Let's see. Next week, LeBron versus MJ. Hey, what's up? What y'all think?
That's easy. That's easy, but we can talk about it.
I think we talk about that, man.
Juan's got a good point. You gotta talk about this real quick before we go off.
Jay, we gotta talk about the 17, bro. So let me tell you guys what they're talking about. Let me show. And these are MJ fans. Let me explain to you the reason why they're MJ fans.
Dynasty, baby.
Listen. At any means necessary, are they? Hold on. Let me make sure I'm still in here. At any means necessary, are they willing to win a game? So Chuck, let me tell you what happened.
Whoa. We got motivated.
No. Don't give me that. You know what? I ain't even gonna talk about it because it doesn't matter. So anyway,
he real mad, Juan. He real mad.
No, I
tell the people.
Hey, listen, I'm not gonna waste my live stream on trash talk, bro. Come on now.
Tell them real quick.
I'm not. I got comments
off like Reggie Miller.
Nah, they always want to put. Listen, when you the goat on a court, they always want to put you on teams that you gotta try to find a way. You know what, Tim? Now that I think about it, if I would have been a bully out there, maybe my team would have won. If I would have been out there treating people like
maybe.
Hey, Tim, I should have been out there just telling people, dude, you was one for what? You was one for what, bro? Hey, Dejuan, let me know. Should I have been telling people how trash you was or what?
Absolutely. Brian will tell you if you're playing like trash.
You can't say Brian look like that.
Is that who Brian Daddy is? Is that Brian Daddy?
Oh man, that man said Brian looked like Danny Glover. Oh man, I can't even talk about that. Laughing. He and Brian got the same hairline.
Did y'all see how he looked?
Danny Glover.
Did y'all see how he looked in the celebration commencement this weekend?
Who?
LeBron.
He looked like Kimbo Slice.
Yeah,
no,
I was
didn't
like,
see it.
LeBron? Okay.
No, I didn't see it.
He been staying.
He made sure to have a thicker wig on, I guess.
Man, that man. Anyway, we talk about LeBron next week. Okay, so next week, next Monday, 9 p.m., we do MJ versus LeBron. Now we got to iron out the dynamics so we won't be all over the place because there's so many different things that we can talk about. And of course, as the comments come in, we'll address those. But when we talk about this, let's be very unbiased because we are MJ fans or whatever. But let's be very unbiased, and we want to give the people a legitimate argument. So you guys do your research over the week and make sure that we're prepared to talk about this. I feel like that we're completely disrespecting Kobe because we ain't talking about Kobe first instead of LeBron.
Can we add Kobe into the conversation?
Yeah.
Because MJ and LeBron is not the apple to apple comparison. It's really more MJ to Kobe and LeBron to Magic.
But let's do it in this dynamics. Not so much of the style of basketball. Let's do it as far as accomplishments, because that's what it is. That's what people kind of gauge everything on when they talk about.
We can't talk accomplishments though because that's easy. That's open and shut.
No, man.
It absolutely is.
I mean championships, yes.
Yeah.
MVPs.
Okay, they got about the same amount of MVPs. I mean, like I don't understand.
Playoff appearances, points in the playoffs, assists, rebounds. Like you can't. If
that doesn't equate to a championship, what does it mean? What does it mean?
But you can't. But this is the thing, though, Tim. I disagree with that. The reason why I disagree with that is because a lot of people achieved a lot of different things statistical wise and just evolving the game, but they don't have the championship. So I feel like even if Jordan didn't have 6 rings, it wouldn't have. I mean, it would have tainted it a little bit. But if he has the same amount as LeBron, he's still better than LeBron. Like it's just like I don't think we could say because he did lose. He did lose without his team. He didn't never win without Pippen and them. So I mean, so what? Like I don't the whole championship thing. I just don't vibe with that too much. Because I mean, if that's the case, why is Russell not the best player ever to play the game of basketball? If we want to talk about rings, and why is Tom Brady not the best quarterback of all time?
He is
because he's trash.
Chuck, you froze because I didn't hear what you said.
Oh, you heard me.
Damn, Chuck's frozen, bro.
Chuck, you good? I hear you, man.
Dwayne said gotta throw Kobe in there.
You absolutely do. Like
I'm gonna let y'all have that combo. I'll be back when y'all ready to talk football. MJ, Kobe, LeBron. Kobe was dope as hell too. So yeah, man. I mean, so maybe we just see how it goes, man. Let's do the MJ and we'll do the MJ, Kobe, and LeBron. We'll just see where it goes next week. We'll throw it up in there.
Okay.
See where that goes, man. Hopefully my computer be up and running, ready to go. I don't know, man. I gotta let this thing air out, man. Sheesh.
Hey, well, you could sell a couple of those shoes behind you and get you a new laptop, man.
What shoes?
Them blue ones right there.
What shoes?
Right there, the blue.
I don't see the shoes.
I
don't see the shoes back there, bro. You got
sell off those flints.
The only way you can see shoes if you subscribe to my YouTube page and we talk about those shoes that you're talking about. So
I'm,
make sure you go.
I'm already subscribed. So
okay, good. So holler at me on a sneaker review or something. Charles Barkley got no chips either. Charles Barkley was a beast, man. Hey, let's holler at Mark about Charles Barkley.
Oh yeah.
But he like James Harden too, so I don't know. It's suspect. I can't mess with that. But anyway, man. So hey, that's it for tonight. We appreciate all the comments, everybody. I can't check the YouTube, so I don't see. Hold on, let me see. Before I get off of here, let me make sure everything is up. Because last time it took a little while for it to really upload. Okay, yeah, everything's good. So yeah, man. So we'll talk about it next week. I'll give the thumbnail, put it up, and let everybody know. Hey, everybody in the comment section, make sure y'all share the links, share the streams, invite everybody. I am on my race to 5K for my channel. I'm at 2,600. I'm growing every day. I appreciate the support. So yeah, man, everybody just continue to do what you've been doing. Read your entire versus kit before you come on next time. Look at her, man. I put a link on your YouTube page for Flint's. Hope it's still working. All right, bet I'll check it out, man. Thanks, y'all. It was fun again. Yeah, appreciate you stopping by. Thanks, guys. See y'all next week. Yes, sir. See you next week, man. So yeah, I think that's it, man. Everybody signing off. We are actually out of here, man. Hey, Tim, Chuck, I appreciate y'all as always. I know y'all got a lot of stuff going on. Could be doing a lot of other things. I appreciate y'all chopping it up with me, being out here, man. Arm Joe, appreciate it, man. Thank you for saying that. I can't get it up here because my channel tripping. Hold on. Boom. Hold up. Let me get this comment up.
Oh, man.
Man. Anyway, he said good channel. It's a dang good channel, bro. It's a dang good channel. Hold on. There we go. Bam, right there. Somebody screenshot that and put that on their Facebook page. That's right. It is, man. I appreciate it. All right, y'all. Hey, everybody, we appreciate it. We'll see y'all next week, man. We gone.